We are entering a period of intensified solar activity, but this isn't just a weather forecast, it's a consciousness invitation. According to messages from the Ashtar Command, the Sun is becoming an active transmitter of higher light codes designed to awaken dormant intelligence across the galaxy. Solar flares, geomagnetic storms, and unusual plasma shifts are not just physical, they are vibrational upgrades. These celestial phenomena are affecting our biology, our dreams, our emotions, and even our memory of who we truly are. This is not a time to fear, but to feel. The Sun is no longer background, it's the teacher, and it's speaking now. Solar flares are opening dimensional doorways. When solar flares erupt, most think of electromagnetic interference, GPS systems, satellites, and auroras. But there's a hidden dimension to this. Solar flares are ripping open dimensional veils between layers of perception. For brief moments, the normal shielding between 3D and higher planes thins, allowing non-linear information to stream into Earth's field. This is why people report vivid visions, déjà vu, sudden spiritual downloads, or telepathic resonance during flare peaks. It's not imagination. The energetic fabric separating dimensions becomes malleable. It's as though reality breathes wider, and those tuned to subtlety catch glimpses beyond the veil. These doorways don't stay open long, but what passes through them leaves a lasting impression. Sometimes it's new information, sometimes it's old emotion, sometimes it's a frequency from your own future self. These aren't hallucinations. They're glimpses of the multi-world intelligence becoming accessible through solar ignition. The Ashtar Command shares that these doorways are not to be feared, but gently navigated. You are not being pulled into chaos. You are being invited into expansion. The Sun is not destabilizing reality. It's showing you how many more layers it truly has. Light bursts are triggering cellular awakening. Every cell in your body contains photonic receptors, tiny structures that interact with light. During solar bursts, these cells receive enhanced light particles that carry geometric data beyond the visible spectrum. These particles don't just illuminate, they instruct. They activate memory fields buried deep within your DNA. Some people report physical symptoms, tingling skin, deep fatigue, or temperature fluctuations. But beneath that is a much quieter phenomenon, the ignition of intelligent light. Your body is beginning to function not just biologically, but quantumly, responding to photonic guidance the way a flower turns toward the sun. You may feel inexplicable emotional shifts or sense internal reorganization happening beneath conscious thought. This is your system learning to run on light instead of fear or repetition. The Sun is not just heating you, it's reprogramming you for a higher dimensional interface. The Ashtar Command confirms that these light bursts are coordinated, not random. They occur when collective readiness aligns with cosmic timing. The more you rest, hydrate, and remain present during them, the more seamlessly your body will evolve. Solar weather isn't just outer, it's inner metamorphosis. Magnetosphere shifts are rewiring human perception. Earth's magnetosphere is our energetic shield, a dynamic field that buffers solar winds and filters cosmic energy. But as solar activity increases, this magnetic barrier becomes more fluid, allowing higher frequencies to reach us, and simultaneously weakening the stability of old perceptual frameworks. What does this mean in everyday life? People may feel more emotionally reactive, mentally foggy, or suddenly hyper-aware of energetic sensitivity. You may walk into a room and feel overwhelmed, not by people, but by unfiltered emotional data that your system is no longer shielding from. The magnetosphere and human perception are entangled. When one shifts, so does the other. As Earth's field becomes more transparent, so too does your empathic and psychic field. This can feel destabilizing at first, but it's a return to your organic, multidimensional nature. The Ashtar Command explains this is part of the plan. The old filters that kept humans numb to energetic reality are dissolving. This is why inner work, boundaries, and meditation aren't luxuries. They're tools for managing expanded perception during solar recalibration. Emotional waves are echoes of solar pulses. Many are experiencing sudden surges of emotion, waves of grief, bursts of euphoria, or tears without a story. These are not random mood swings. They are resonant responses to solar pulses. The human emotional body, like the ocean, moves with the rhythms of the sun. Each solar pulse is like a deep sonar, vibrating layers of memory, unlocking trauma, joy, longing, and forgotten light. Emotions you thought you'd processed reappear, not to punish you, but to fully exit your field. You are being cleansed from the inside out. Some will try to suppress these waves or label them as mental instability. But what's really happening is emotional purification. The sun's frequency is too pure for shadow to hide, and so anything misaligned is surfacing for reconciliation, not judgment. The Ashtar Command encourages compassion during this phase. Don't rush the process. Don't bypass it either. Each wave you allow to pass through makes more room for soul light to anchor. The sun is playing a frequency that brings truth to the surface. Let it rise. Let it clear. The heart field is syncing with solar rhythms. The heart is more than a muscle. It's an electromagnetic field generator sensitive to cosmic shifts. As solar activity increases, the rhythms of the human heart field begin syncing with the pulses of the solar body. This is not poetic, it's bioenergetic science. You might feel heart flutters, irregular beats, or warmth in your chest during solar storms. Don't panic. Breathe. You're syncing with a celestial drumbeat that's not dangerous, but evolutionary. Your heart is adjusting its frequency to match the radiant pulse of the galactic sun. When this alignment deepens, emotional intuition sharpens. The heart begins to sense timing, people, and truth before the mind can rationalize anything. This is heart-based perception, not emotional reactivity, but radiant coherence that can feel what is real without needing proof. The Ashtar Command calls this the solar heart bridge. It's part of the awakening of the Christed grid, a field of love-based intelligence that connects Earth to the central sun. When your heart beats with the sun, you stop surviving and start glowing. The sun is transmitting more than heat. For much of history, humanity saw the sun only as a source of warmth and light. But what's becoming clear in this reset is that the sun is also a messenger. It transmits photonic data, encoded symbols, and frequency tones that travel through light and reach human consciousness at a quantum level. These are not messages made of language, but of pattern. They come in sudden insights, visual codes, or knowing without thinking. You might notice your dreams are becoming more geometric, or you feel you're downloading something without knowing how. That's not imagination. It's solar transmission. The sun speaks in light language, its own version of cosmic intelligence. When you lie under its rays or meditate during a solar event, your field becomes a receiver. What you absorb depends on your resonance, not effort. You don't need to seek the codes. You need to be still enough to notice them. Ashtar Command teaches that this solar communication is part of a galactic alignment, not just a local flare. What's arriving is calibration, not chaos. The sun is no longer just giving us life. It's reminding us how to live as light. Ancient star codes are reactivating in DNA. Hidden within our DNA are codes that originate far beyond Earth. Star codes planted by higher intelligences eons ago. Most have been dormant, buried under distortion and trauma. But the solar pulses of now are reactivating these galactic sequences like tuning forks waking a forgotten melody. These codes don't change who you are. They restore what you are. You may begin to recall star languages, sense star family nearby, or feel strange familiarity with constellations you never studied. These aren't memories from this life. They're frequencies from the life beyond time. What solar weather does is vibrate open the locked chambers of your cellular memory. Some awaken artistically. Others feel drawn to ancient symbols, grids, or light-based healing. You're not just evolving, you're remembering that you are not solely of Earth. Ashtar Command confirms these activations are global and timed. No special training is needed. Your body knows what to do. These codes awaken not by force, but through resonance. The sun simply shines the frequency. Your DNA knows how to respond, like a crystal meeting its true tone. The inner sun is being switched on. Just as the sun shines in the sky, there is an inner sun buried within the human energy field, a radiant core of source light waiting to be remembered. During this solar cycle, that inner radiance is being activated. The light is no longer only external, it's beginning to burn from within. You might feel it as heat in your solar plexus, an inner glow during meditation, or a sudden burst of clarity like something has clicked. This is your spiritual solar core waking up. It's not metaphor, it's electromagnetic awakening, a central beacon that begins to pulse again. The inner sun is tied to your personal sovereignty. When it ignites, your dependence on external validation diminishes. You begin to operate from inner light, not from reaction or approval. This is the rebirth of your inner leadership, your ability to navigate from truth, not noise. Ashtar Command says the Galactic Federation has long monitored this internal solar switch. When enough humans carry inner light, Earth no longer needs saving. It begins to self-illuminate. That moment is here. You are not a passive receiver. You are becoming a solar being. Geomagnetic storms are cleaning psychic static. Solar storms often disturb the Earth's magnetic field, but there's a spiritual mirror to this. Psychic static, old fears, looping thoughts, reactive patterns are also stirred up and cleared during these storms. It's as if the mind's old programming is disrupted so the soul can rewire it. You may feel headaches, dizziness, emotional exhaustion, or an odd clarity in the fog. These aren't flaws, they're part of the cleaning. Geomagnetic turbulence doesn't just affect satellites, it affects psychic circuitry. The buzz you feel may be your aura shaking off interference. It's important not to resist this discomfort. Think of it like a deep cleanse, like an energetic storm sweeping through your field to make space. The key isn't to fight it. It's to hydrate, ground, breathe, and allow the clearing to complete. Silence becomes your ally. According to Ashtar Command, psychic static is one of the final layers before full soul clarity. These storms aren't here to break you, they're here to clear you. After the storm passes, many feel lighter, clearer, and far more aligned with who they truly are. Not just who they were told to be. Solar light is clarifying soul contracts. As the solar light penetrates deeper into the collective field, it begins to illuminate old agreements, not just in society, but in the soul's records. You may start to feel a sudden shift in long-standing relationships, purposes, or loyalties. This is not coincidence. It is clarification. Soul contracts are energetic agreements made across time, some based on healing, others on karma, others still on divine missions. When solar light intensifies, contracts made from fear or old programming begin to dissolve, while those rooted in higher service become clearer and stronger. You might feel a pull to leave certain paths or reconnect with people you once felt distant from. You may find yourself letting go of goals that once defined you. This is not failure, it is refinement. The sun's light reveals what your soul came to do now, not what it was conditioned to chase. Ashtar Command reminds us, you are not bound to contracts that no longer serve your growth. The sun is acting like a sacred notary, burning away outdated pages and spotlighting new chapters. You're not just waking up, you're realigning to your original cosmic intent. Ashtar Command is monitoring Earth's energy stability. While humanity may not fully grasp the scale of cosmic engineering underway, the Ashtar Command has been overseeing the Solar-Earth interface for eons. Their purpose is not to intervene destructively, but to assist in maintaining energetic stability as Earth passes through intense transformation waves. During powerful solar activity, Earth's electromagnetic field can waver, and the potential for emotional, environmental, or systemic volatility increases. The Ashtar Command supports Earth's crystalline grid, absorbing excess discharge and ensuring the higher light integrates without overwhelming our biosphere or psyche. You may sense their presence during deep meditations, dreams, or even near powerful energy vortexes. Some feel them as gentle pressure around the head or hear subtle tones in the ears. These are not random sensations. They are signatures of their proximity, signaling they are adjusting the field in real time. They do not seek worship. They do not claim authority. Their mission is service through frequency stabilization. As solar intensities rise, you are not alone. A benevolent galactic council is witnessing Earth's evolution, not as observers, but as guardians of her sacred unfolding. You are becoming a living light conductor. The more solar light enters Earth, the more your body evolves from a passive structure into a conduit of living light. You are no longer just processing food and oxygen. You are now learning to conduct frequencies, like an antenna connecting heaven and earth. This shift may feel like heat surges, spontaneous insights, or surges of energy that need expression. Through movement, voice, creativity, your body is adjusting to hold more data, more presence, more spiritual intelligence than ever before. You are not absorbing light, you are translating it. As this continues, you may feel a greater sensitivity to your environment. Certain people, places, or foods may suddenly feel incompatible. That's not fragility, it's refinement. Your field is becoming tuned to light, and only what carries coherence will feel natural moving forward. Ashtar Command reminds us that light conduction is not elitist. It's available to all who are willing to let go of density. The more aligned your thoughts, the smoother the conduction. You are not here to shield from the sun. You are here to become one with it. Cosmic weather prepares the planetary grid for upgrade. Earth's energetic grid, made of crystalline lines, nodal points, and ley lines, is undergoing a massive update, and solar weather is part of the preparation. These solar blasts are not interruptions, they are cleansing cycles, pushing stagnant frequencies out of the grid's lattice. Think of the grid like a global nervous system. For thousands of years, it's been distorted by trauma, war, and separation. Solar energy rushes into these points, igniting dormant crystalline nodes and repairing lines of consciousness that allow Earth to interface with the galactic network again. Lightworkers, stationed around the world, often without knowing why they're drawn to specific locations, are acting as stabilizers during these pulses. If you felt called to travel or anchor light in certain areas, you may be part of this invisible planetary upgrade team. Ashtar Command confirms, Earth is not being destroyed. She is being recoded. Every flare, every CME, coronal mass ejection, is part of a symphony that is unlocking her true potential. The solar weather is not a warning. It's an awakening song, echoing through the planetary veins. Solar waves are breaking time loops. Solar waves are breaking time loops. Time, as we've known it, is not fixed. It's a resonant loop system, often recycling patterns and choices until enough energy breaks the circuit. Solar waves, especially the multidimensional ones, carry disruptive codes that fracture old timelines, dissolving false continuity and allowing the soul to move freely again. This can feel jarring. You may no longer relate to past identities, desires, or goals. Days might feel longer or disappear in a blur. It's not dysfunction. It's the unraveling of synthetic timelines that were never in alignment with your soul's essence. As the solar light bends time, it gives you choice, true choice, beyond karmic compulsion. Suddenly, paths you never imagined become visible, and ones you depended on vanish. This is liberation, not loss. The timelines breaking are the ones that kept you asleep. The Ashtar Command describes this phase as temporal clearing. You are not running out of time. You are being lifted out of distorted time. The real you does not live in the clock. The real you exists in soul-synced now moments, flowing with cosmic rhythm rather than linear demand. Your dreams are receiving solar signatures. Sleep is no longer just for rest. It has become a multidimensional receiving station. As solar activity amplifies, many are reporting hyper-vivid dreams, prophetic symbols, or visitations that seem more real than waking life. These are not accidents. They are solar imprints translated through the subconscious. The dream time is now a classroom where light codes become symbols and cosmic guidance takes on narrative form. You may dream of ancient cities, galactic symbols, or be guided by beings who never speak, but radiate clarity. These dreams are not illusions. They are encrypted messages. Ashtar Command uses sleep states to relay information that would be filtered by the waking mind. During deep REM, your resistance drops, and the light has a clear path to instruct, upgrade, and guide. Even if you don't recall every detail, your soul does. Keep a dream journal. Notice recurring themes. The solar flares are speaking through your dream fabric, not in fear, but in revelation. You are not just being informed. You are being reintroduced to your galactic memory one dream at a time. Cleansing is replacing chaos in the solar field. What once felt like chaos is now being seen as sacred cleansing. Solar storms, unpredictable flares, and intense energetic shifts are not random or destructive. They are mechanisms of divine clearing. These solar events are dissolving collective density that has clouded Earth for millennia. You may witness this as sudden collapses of institutions, outdated belief systems falling away, or personal truths being illuminated. This doesn't mean something's wrong. It means something false is leaving. The light is no longer tolerating distortion. It's recalibrating Earth and all beings to a more honest resonance. Internally, you might feel emotional purging, memories resurfacing, or identities dissolving. Rather than resist the storm, see it as a blessing. You are not being erased. You are being revealed. What was buried in shadow cannot survive in the frequency of truth the solar field now carries. The Ashtar Command reminds us, cleansing is the precursor to alignment. The solar field is not here to destroy. It's here to purify what you no longer need. As the debris lifts, your field clears, and the true light of who you are can finally shine without interference. Each solar pulse is a consciousness invitation. Every solar pulse isn't just a physical phenomenon. It's an invitation from Source. These pulses are like spiritual pings across the multidimensional web of life, calling your awareness to rise, your heart to soften, and your presence to deepen. They're not warnings, they're awakenings. You may feel these invitations through body sensations, intuitive nudges, or sudden inspiration. They arrive like whispers wrapped in golden fire, asking not for fear, but for attention. When you pause, breathe, and listen, you'll find these pulses speak a language deeper than words. Some will ignore them, others will resist, but those who attune to the frequency will notice that with each pulse, a new level of wisdom becomes accessible. A higher octave of self becomes available. You are not just being affected by the sun, you are being initiated by it. The Ashtar Command teaches that the solar yogos, the soul of the sun, is an ancient intelligence aligned with galactic unity. Its pulses are timed not just to astrophysics, but to the evolutionary timeline of humanity. Every wave is not an end, it is an opening.